Mark Zuckerberg has enough money to buy a private island for every day of the week and still have change left over to launch another metaverse. So where does he choose to get away from it all? Turns out, the man behind Meta prefers his vacations to feel more like a casual group chat than a headline. Let's take a stroll through the world's most overqualified vacation homes, one billionaire at a time. Mark Zuckerberg, Lake Tahoe. Zuck vacations like he programs, quietly, efficiently, and away from people. While other billionaires are buying private islands with built-in staff and yacht garages, Zuckerberg retreats to Lake Tahoe. He's dropped tens of millions on property there, but he treats it more like a glorified coding camp than a showpiece. No paparazzi, no all-night parties, just hiking, debugging, and maybe some fly fishing with the boys from Oculus. It's not flashy, it's not loud, and it's not designed to impress anyone but himself. But it makes perfect sense for a guy who wears the same gray shirt every day and wants to live forever through code. Ranking, D tier, functional, safe, almost too Zuck. Jeff Bezos, Laukala Island, Fiji. Now here's a man who doesn't just vacation, he announces it. Jeff Bezos doesn't rent vacation spots, he occupies them like he's conquering a new business vertical. His go-to? Laukala Island in Fiji. It's a private island equipped with a private submarine because apparently snorkeling is too pedestrian. Bezos travels with a security team, a personal chef, and an entourage that probably includes a part-time philosopher. He's gone from warehouse floors to Fijian sunsets faster than a prime delivery drone. Laukala isn't a vacation, it's a statement. Ranking S tier, maxed out wealth flex. Larry Ellison, Lanai, Hawaii. Ellison didn't just rent out a fancy resort for a few weekends a year. He bought 98% of the Hawaiian island of Lanai because apparently partial ownership is for peasants. It's got luxury hotels, world-class golf courses, sustainable agriculture projects, and enough privacy to fake your own death. Larry doesn't vacation, he reigns. Lanai is less a getaway and more a real-life version of SimCity, powered by Oracle servers and solar panels. He's basically the mayor, the landlord, and the exclusive guest all at once. Ranking S tier, monopoly-level ownership. Elon Musk, St. Barths. If you ever wondered where rockets land when they're not headed to Mars, it's St. Barths. Elon doesn't just show up, he erupts onto the scene. He's hosted New Year's parties with supermodels, drone shows, and enough tequila to power a SpaceX launch. Musk sold all his houses, but when it comes to vacationing, he knows exactly how to rent. Big, bold, and one global headline at a time. It's unclear if he's relaxing or scouting launch sites, but either way, the vibe is unmistakably chaotic genius on holiday. Ranking S tier, chaotic good luxury. Bill Gates, Amalfi Coast. Bill Gates doesn't do wild. He does tasteful, methodical, and impeccably prepared. The Amalfi Coast is scenic, structured, and just the right level of elegant to match Gates' energy. He arrives on a yacht the size of a cruise ship, probably with a tote bag full of climate policy white papers and a backup Kindle. Sunscreen is likely alphabetized by SPF. He's there to soak in the Mediterranean sun and the long history of math. It's vacation, but optimized for intellectual stimulation. Ranking a tier, quiet wealth energy. Jay-Z and Beyonce, Lake Como. Jay and Bey aren't just billionaires, they're monarchs, and Lake Como is their royal court. Picture vintage villas, velvet sunsets, gourmet meals curated by Michelin-starred chefs, and the occasional jet ski ride between serenades. Lake Como doesn't just accommodate the Carters, it bows to them. Their presence upgrades the region from high-end to heavenly. Bonus points. Their neighbor is George Clooney because of course he is. Ranking a tier, regal and respectable. Michael Bloomberg, Aspen, Colorado. Aspen isn't just a ski town, it's a billionaire incubator at high altitude. Bloomberg shows up not for press ski selfies, but for fireside chats about fiscal policy. He shreds moguls by day and moderates hedge fund roundtables by night. He wears a Patagonia vest that costs more than your car payment, and probably has a Bloomberg terminal built into his lodge. Aspen is where he networks in powder and rebalances his portfolio between runs. Ranking a tier. Winter wealth. Bernard Arnault, Monaco. Bernard Arnault vacations like he brands. Everything is curated, expensive, and steeped in old money glamour. Monaco is his showroom, full of champagne, couture, and casual yacht parades. But while it's beautiful and brand-aligned, it's also a bit exposed. You can't rule a luxury empire and go unnoticed here. Monaco feels more like a red carpet than a retreat. Ranking B tier. Beautiful but too public. Mukesh Ambani, Dubai. Dubai is what happens when luxury marries LED lights and builds a skyline out of gold. It's flashy, it's futuristic, it's perfect for Ambani. But while Dubai dazzles, it lacks subtlety. Everything is dialed up to 11. For someone with $90 billion, it feels almost like he's trying too hard to prove it. Ranking B tier. Loud money. Michael Rubin, Mykonos. Michael Rubin doesn't vacation, he hosts, and Mykonos is his stage. Expect surprise Drake concerts, $50,000 bottles of champagne, and yachts so big they require cruise scheduling. Mykonos used to be a secret gem. Now it's where billionaires and influencers collide in a firestorm of flash. Great parties, sure, but is he relaxing or building his own version of Burning Man at sea? Ranking B tier. Vacation or victory lap. Andrew Tate, Ibiza. Andrew Tate in Ibiza is about as predictable as tequila in a club. Loud, excessive, and full of bravado. Ibiza is the spiritual home of overpriced vodka and flexing masculinity. His Bugatti might be parked outside, but inside it's just volume and chaos. If subtlety were a virtue, this place wouldn't exist. Ranking C tier, zero chill. Sam Bankman-Fried, Tulum. Before the implosion, SBF treated Tulum like a techie temple. He surrounded himself with spiritual crypto bros, overpriced acai bowls, and white linen shirts. There were silent retreats and jungle Wi-Fi. Tulum was already teetering on ironic, and Sam pushed it off the cliff. It's weird, it's overly aesthetic, and in hindsight, kinda perfect. Ranking C tier. A tax write-off with mosquito bites. Warren Buffett, Omaha staycations. Warren Buffett doesn't vacation. He recharges through simplicity. Think Egg McMuffins, Cherry Coke, and CNBC reruns in his favorite armchair. Omaha is more than his base. It's his fortress of frugal solitude, and honestly, it's kind of admirable. Ranking D tier, but oddly wholesome. Sam Walton, Bentonville, Arkansas. The original minimalist billionaire. Sam Walton's idea of vacation was a weekend with a tackle box and a truck that's now a museum piece. He didn't need jets or chefs, just a lake, some bait, and maybe a cold beer. It's the American dream on a budget. Ranking D tier, the humble origin story.